cracking? Y'all was cracking. I apologize for being late, man, but the old man just woke up. I just woke up. I appreciate y'all for pulling up like this right here. Appreciate y'all for, you know what I'm saying, putting up with my tardiness. I appreciate y'all for putting up with my tardiness. Make sure everything all right over there. Can y'all hear me okay? Can y'all hear me okay? Make sure everything is okay over here. I see people pulling up, pulling up, pulling up. I appreciate y'all. Um, yes, got that on. Let me put this in the right playlist. Let me put this in the right playlist, and then I'm gonna get right into it, man. Weekly wrap up. I had to pick a thumbnail when I be uploading. It make me pick a thumbnail. And it's got the 414 on there. 414. That man, we've been doing this for a minute, man. We've been doing this for a minute. Y'all do me a favor and hit the like button, man. Hit the like button and then share it with a cousin. Now that I got everything set. Okay, that's set. That's set. Boom. All right. So, got everything set. Let me holler at my folk, man. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I appreciate y'all for sticking through the lateness. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. I appreciate y'all for being dedicated to making a change in your life, and not only your life but your children's. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Bible say. The Bible say we got to leave it for our children's children. We can't just, you know what I'm saying, think about ourselves. You feel me? I'm paraphrasing. Now. Summarizing. I'm summarizing. You feel me? But I truly believe that. You know, that's why I get on Al Gore's internet every single day, and I do this for anybody who don't know who I am, or anybody that's tuning in for the first time, or anybody on the replay that don't know who I am. My name Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. And I get on Al Gore's internet every day. I'm sleeping. Y'all pardon me right now. I'm sleeping. I'm trying to find my words. I get on Al Gore's internet every day, and I share my thoughts about the price action of the stock market. I started doing Tim's Tidbit as a way just to share everything that I know about the stock market, about trading, about investing for free. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that charge a lot of money for, you know what I'm saying, like basic information. A lot of people charge a lot of money for good information. They charging for their time. I don't have an issue with anybody charging for anything, but I just want to share everything that I know with cousins around the world so that they can make a difference in their life and leave something not only for them, their children, but they can leave it for their children's children. You feel me? They can build, you know what I'm saying, generational wealth. We hear that term a lot, build generational wealth, right? But how do we do that? How do we do that? One, we learn a skill. Okay, we learned that skill of trading. We paid for a course and we learned that skill. Now, what do we do? How do we continue to do that? You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nobody out here that's holding people's hand for free. Yeah, we got people that's got trade rooms. I ain't got nothing against nobody running a trade room. I ain't got nothing against nobody running Discord. I got close friends that got courses, close friends that run Discords, close friends that run trade rooms. I ain't got no problem with nobody charge for any of that. But I want to do it for the free 99. I refuse to charge somebody for this information about how to trade, how to invest. Because everything you need to know about how to trade, how to invest, and how to be a successful trader, how to be a profitable trader can be learned for free. And if you pay for a course, everything that you learn, you're going to later realize, I already knew that. I just didn't know I knew it. So do me a favor. Since I ain't charging nobody for it, I ain't asking you for no money, press the like button for me. It's like right around here somewhere. Press the like button and then go over there and press that share arrow and share it with a cousin. Now that the pleasantries out of the way, I'm finna holler at my folk because I'm starting to feel like myself again. I'm waking up a little bit. What's happening, y'all? Wake it up a little bit. Happy Friday. Here to learn to share. You just don't understand how much I appreciate you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I appreciate all of y'all. It's not that I don't appreciate anybody else, but you know how some people you just got a connection with them, even though you ain't met them in real life. You feel me? My wife say the same thing. What's up, SJ? SJ say, I'm back. I'm back. What's up, Dominique? Blessings, blessings. La Lita. Hello, hola. You probably ain't even Latin or Hispanic. I'm talking about hola. Hola, like Dory. Backpack. What's up, Michelle Tucker? Michelle Tucker. Hey, y'all. Michelle, you wrote that hey. When I read that hey, y'all, I read it as if you was from like Latonia. I read it as if you was from Latonia. I said, hey, y'all. What up, though, Delvin? What up, though, Red? Shout out to people from the D. Robinson, what up, peeps? Gabrielle. What's up, my guy? What's up, Gabrielle? King Illy in the building. King Illy, what it is? The midday naps hit different when you retired. Man, you feel me? I couldn't get out of bed, man. What up, Stacks? What's up, Laverne? Laverne, man, I ain't seen Laverne name in a long time. Is that the same Laverne I'm thinking about? If that's the same Laverne, what? Y'all clap it up for Stacks, man. Clap it up for Stacks. Stacks say he slapped Meta for the 400%. Clap it up for Stacks in the chat. Stacks, that's for you. Even though you don't like Chick-fil-A sauce, that's for you, Stacks. Michelle Tucker say I'm annoyed that I did not sell my September $3.95 calls this morning. I was up 20% and got greeted. You recognize the fact that you got greeted. You recognize the fact that, first of all, clap it up for Michelle Tucker for recognizing that she got greeted. What them eyeballs is right there? Who that on IG with eyeballs? What up, Trap? Pull over here to YouTube. Whoever put them eyeballs up there, whoever put them eyeballs on there, pull up on YouTube. YouTube.com/the new TLR. Oh yeah, I'm clapping it up for you because you recognize the fact that you got greedy. You recognize the fact that you broke a rule. Look at your your process, your plan, I'm having a brain cramp right now. What's your consequences you got to pay? Hold yourself accountable. Always have the accountability inside your trading plan. For when you break rules, what's your consequences you got to say? Hold yourself when you got to pay, hold yourself accountable. You know what I'm saying? You already acknowledged it. You know you was greedy. You know what I'm saying? And September 395s, oh, you should be good. Depending on when you bought them, you should be good. It's ebbs and flows is a part of the market. You should be good. You still got plenty of time. Call the bulls. I don't think the bulls out of gas right now. Bad news still ain't tanking the market. So the bulls not out of gas. The market just need a break. You can't go up forever. You go up too fast, you're gonna drop super fast. When you inch your way up, the market don't have to drop down to get to where it needs to go. You know what I'm saying? You want it to do like this right here. Remember this morning when I was like, I don't want to keep running. I want to pull back some right now because we've been running. And that's a good thing that the market pulled back today. I ain't even watched the market. I jumped on with Stock Baby for about an hour. And then that's the last time I came in the studio. What's up? Y'all clap it up for 0100. 0100 said 2 weeks green looking like a beast. I'm not a bull or a bear. I'm a beast. We appreciate you. This show is Jim itself. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I appreciate you, man. We up again. We up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Oh, y'all ain't know the old man know about that one. What's up, Douglas Blake? That's a new name. I ain't never seen that name before. If you've been here before, I jalapies, but that's my first time seeing it. I do this for the people, so I try to make it a point to remember names because I'm terrible with names, right? But I try to make it a point of remembering names because it's important to remember people's name and make them realize that you're really paying attention to them when you can remember their name. You know what I'm saying? Hey, say wake up. I'm up now, man. In the gym right now. I'm getting right. Oh, 100. You ain't gonna be skinny no more. Free 99. That's what's up for the free 99. For real. Here to learn to share. You know what it is. We talk. Hey, I ain't seeing that. I only seen Blue Eyes. That's my first time seeing that name too. What's up, Blue Eyes? If you've been here before, I jolly pies. But that's my first time. Tap Skim. Like you cut. Tap Skim. You must be new here. I know you ain't new here, Tap Skim. We done had a Fred cut. Got a Fred cut. We got that yesterday, man. You ain't been coming to class. Tim, was you dilly-dallying in? I hate you, Red. Get off my line, Red. I'm watching the ICT mentorship playlist all weekend. Don't OD on it. Take your time with it. Take your time in it. It's the weekend. Set aside one day on the weekend to do your studying, and then the rest of the weekend, enjoy your family, man. Enjoy your family. Take your time with it. The market gonna be here. The market ain't going nowhere. That's the mistake a lot of us make, man. A lot, like, I retired, you know what I'm saying? For anybody that's out there watching, you know what I'm saying? Because folk be thinking when I say I retired that I'm getting a pension. I ain't getting no pension. I'm technically unemployed. But I retired from my job, and I tell people I retired because my wife told me she ain't married no quitter. She said, you ain't never quit nothing. I ain't married no quitter. You ain't quitting nothing. You retiring. You deserve this, right? So that's why I tell people I retired, man, because I believe her. But what we don't want to do, we don't want to trade one job for another. Don't let the stock market trade and investing turn into a new job. You know what I'm saying? Just let it be a stream of income. That's what I had to do. I had to figure out how to make this just be a stream of income. So right now, this stock market don't take precedence over nothing. You know what I'm saying? If my kids got something, my wife got something, if I'm tired, if I just want to watch TV, if it's raining too hard and the rain disturbing me, if my mama need me to go wash her car, if my mama need me to come take out her trash, if I just don't feel like doing it, I do not get on this computer because I refuse to trade one job for another. Now, I watch the charts a lot. I back test a lot. I practice because I love doing it. But my family already know they come first. So enjoy your weekend, man. Pick one day for a set amount of time. Say, okay, on Saturday morning, I'ma study from 9 until 12 or 9 until 11. Then I'm gonna enjoy my family for the rest of the day, and I ain't gonna look at it at all on Sunday. Or on Saturday evening from 7 in the evening until 9 at night, I'ma study. Don't let it consume your life because the stock market gonna be here. How the 400 looking? What 400 you talking about? What, Delvin? What 400 you talking about? Oh, I see what you trying to do, Delvin. I see what you trying to do, Delvin. You trying to make me pull it out. I ain't gonna pull it out, Delvin. You trying to make me pull out old Crystalli. SJ, me too. I watch it every day. I worked out every day this week 2 times a day. 100, you trying to get it. Drop the link. I got a question. Oh, the link, boom. There you go right there. The link in the chat right now. Pull up. No trades for 2 days. I bought a 393-ish earlier this week. I'm a swing trader with that time, but getting out like I know I can't read, but let me read that again. No trades for 2 days. Got that. I bought a 393. I'm assuming that's a call earlier this week. I'm a swing trader with time, but getting out like who that is? Dre?
What up? Can you hear me?
Oh, that DeAndre. What's up with you?
It ain't echoing nothing, is it?
Nah, it ain't echoing. You good? What's cracking?
Okay. I want you to look at this chart with me and see if I was seeing it right.
Let me put my screen up. Which chart is it?
You can go to ES, but then I was gonna tell you, I still be going to the smaller time frame, so I think it's on like a 3-minute chart. So don't laugh at me.
Oh no, I ain't laughing at you. Ain't nothing wrong with going to the lower time frame.
And that's
Just
what
get
I
your
was gonna
bias
ask
off
you.
the high one.
I was gonna ask you that because he said like you say you stay on the 15-minute, right?
I jump around. The 15 minutes is just my favorite one to watch. But
Okay.
I it's like I confirm what's going on the hourly. I watch it on the 15, and most times I might take my entry on the 5 or the 1.
Oh,
But the 15 is my favorite to watch. That's the one where like if I see a 15-minute closure, can you see my screen right now?
uh-huh.
Just say like this morning when I was on live, I was like, if I get a closure below 3980, I'm gonna be looking to go short, right? So I get a closure. Let me hop down right here to let me put it on 15. Boom, right? So when I get a 15-minute closure down there, like this right here, right? Boom, I got the 15-minute closure. Then I jump up to see what the hourly doing. Like how is the hourly trading? You see what I'm saying? And then once I jump up, I see, oh, that's an hourly closure too. So I'm Gucci. I can jump all the way down to like a 5-minute or start looking for fair value gaps on the 5-minute now because I done confirmed it up higher. You see what I'm saying? Now that see how I done confirmed all that just like that right there, and then it was a hourly closure, right? And then when I jump down and see I got a 5-minute fair value gap right here, I might have just stayed at the 5-minute and took my entry. But if I didn't see no 5-minute fair value gap right there, I would have dropped all the way down to the 1-minute because I'm looking for my best entry possible. And in this case, it just happened to be in the same spot right there. But and you didn't ask your question yet. I just went to run my mouth.
Nah,
What's that? What you got?
go to the 3-minute. I seen something later in the day, and it was like
What time of day you was looking at?
it ran yesterday. What's the lows? Look at the lows from yesterday a little bit because it's
That's yesterday. You talk about
it was
the
like
total low for yesterday?
it was like some relative or equal. Go a little bit more. Not even.
What was your? Let me see. I got it
It
scrunched
may
up.
have been this.
Yesterday was the 21st.
Uh-huh. So I think it may have been up top, go up a little bit more. So yeah, I think
So this is gonna be. Hold up. Let me find it. Then I'll let me mark it and then I'll go back down. That is yesterday low. I got marked. I just got it named wrong. Officer, I thought I marked that already, but yeah, I just got it named the 20th. That is the 21st low right there. So that's yesterday. So yesterday low during the you talk about during like overnight low?
well it was some relative or equal lows that I seen on here. Okay.
Cause this yesterday low, this the overnight low right here up here at 339.80 that I have marked. And then let me keep going down. Let me see if I can find was the relative lows on what time did the relative lows was on the 3-minute?
I would believe so. That's what I was thinking. And
Talk about these over here.
it had to be that.
These equal lows here.
Yeah. Now, what happened in this area when it come today in that area?
All right,
because
let me mark the.
like,
All right, so I marked them. I marked them equal lows right there.
mm-hmm.
What time of day was it? You
It
remember?
was later in the day around that time because
Like
it felt like
the
it.
afternoon session, like after one, after two.
Yes, I felt like
Okay,
it ran some liquidity from yesterday, and then it traded back up to the fair value gap, and then it went down. I just missed it because I actually took the trade in my live, but it started going back up. That's why I was confused. I mean, I said live. I took it in my sim. I'm sorry.
okay. So just looking at this right here, just looking at this right here.
I needed to
Per
work these lower lows.
personally, just looking at this right here, you see how I already got it marked. It's still marked from so this right here, this 390, this 3980, right? This 3980, that's the liquidity I was watching, and then the next sell side liquidity I was watching was all the way down here at yesterday's low. There's
Okay.
nothing in between here that would interest me as, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, when I get there, I'm gonna try to do something. You see what I'm saying? This would like when you get way down here, shorting wouldn't have even been in my mind no more. Cause
Okay.
we didn't came from we
I,
opened up right here.
yeah, I
We
missed.
opened up right here. You see what I'm saying? So when we get all the way down here, shorting wouldn't have been the only time shorting would have played in my mind, right? From coming from way up here like this right here. Let me get my fibs, right? All right, so we opened up here and we went up there, right? And we ran all the way down here. This like late in the day,
Yeah.
right? Shorten wouldn't have been in my mind until we got all the way back up here somewhere if we were still really bearish, right? But since we ran this far throughout the day, right? Now dig it. This what you want to kind of peep. Right, and then on a Friday, after a move like this right here on a Friday, it ain't good to try to continue that move unless you get like a reversal type move during like the lunchtime. You see what I'm saying? If you get a reversal type move during the lunchtime and then it start acting like it want to go back down, then like if we would have, let me see, this is lunch. This the lunchtime high right here, right? If we would have came down, right, consolidated here, popped up and took out that lunchtime high, and then start selling back down, then that's when you want to try to keep short. You see what I'm saying? But when the algos just come down here, pause at lunchtime, and then keep repricing down like this right here, don't even worry about it. Not in afternoon time. Don't try to, cause see what happened in the afternoon, like after lunchtime, around this time, you see how we just started consolidating. We moved up a little bit, came down a little bit, hit this fair value gap, moved back up. It's like right now, the market is in, I want to go back up phase. You see what I'm saying?
And so this is my question. You know how he said you can trade the AM session or the PM session.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's what I just told you. If it like the PM session, you want to continue that PM session move, it's like you want.
what would be my entry for the PM session then? Because that's what I was thinking down here was it had just ran some liquidity where that line is.
Okay, dig it, right? This right here, this is what you always got to remember when you trading,
The
right? You're not gonna be able to trade every day.
uh-huh.
Right? You can't try to force it. If the market ain't showing it to you unequivocally, just sit on your hands. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Just sit on your hands. If it ain't showing it to you unequivocally, you got to think now. It's like we like really bullish right now.
And
We
that's
really,
go ahead.
right?
Uh-huh.
We really bullish, right? And we done made a move like this right here, right? We done came all at one from 9:30 from the 9:30 open into 1:30. All we did was fall down, right? All we did was fall down. We fell down. Let's do the math together. What's up, Boogie? Boogie, I ain't seen you in a minute, Boogie. I thought you had to went slap Red Panda on us, man. What's up, Boogie? Hey, I'm sorry about that, man. I appreciate the super chat, man. Ain't got no crystal ball, but show me what you see for next week. Oh, when I stop talking to DeAndre, you know I'm gonna pull it out just for you, Boogie. I'm gonna pull it out just for you, Boogie. Hey, but let's do the math real quick on this, DeAndre. And not just DeAndre, anybody that got these same thoughts, these same questions, this is for you. This is what I be telling y'all, man. You ain't gotta go book no one-on-one on my what's the name, man. I'm on here every day, and I put the link in the chat for this reason, right? The high on this calendar at 1057 was 4,675, right? 4,675, right? The low of the day at let's just stop at lunch. We ain't even gonna go to like the 2 o'clock, right?
Okay.
The lunch like at 1:30ish is 3946.50, right? So we're gonna go minus 3946.5. That's 60 points. That's a 60-point drop. You know what I'm saying? That's a 60-point drop. So during the week, let's look at Spy for this right here. Y'all know what I gotta do. Spy where you at, baby? Here I go.
I was gonna tell you too. That's my favorite part of the show.
So see, check it out, right? So on the 15th, right? No, the 18th. So on the 18th, right here, right? So the 18th, we came down back to the middle of the road, and then we just went on a tear. We went on a tear for 1, 2, 3 days, right? We went on a tear, right? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we was like ripping, right? And then this right here, this red line, you know what that red line was? That's a very significant point, right? That's a very significant price, because we had just broke. That's a weekly breaking structure, right? This is what I be talking about. Get all your information from the higher time frame before you make the move on the lower time frame. So, like, we came back down to this very. Let me see what time of day we hit that. Let me drop all the way down to the hourly, right? Drop down to the hourly, and if you look right there on this 2 o'clock candle, right? Because remember I went to like 1:30ish. I was like, I ain't gonna go all the way to the 2 o'clock low. So this 2 o'clock candle is it like that 1:30ish low is in this 2 o'clock candle, right? Let's break it down to 15 minutes so we can really see what's going on here. Right? So at this right here, this candle that say 2 o'clock, that's around about between 1:45 and 2 o'clock, right? So here we go, 1:30 right there, 1:45 and 2 o'clock. So that's that 1:30ish candle that I looked at. You know what I'm saying? When I was like, we're gonna go around 1:30ish. So right around here is when the SPY was getting back to this very important level. You see what I'm saying? So we had fell all the way down here, right? We just running down all day. Here we go at 9:45, right? And then we came down. This is like the open candle, right? And then we came all the way down here with very little contention or whatever the word, with very little contest. We only got 1, 2, 3 green candles once we started falling, right? And then once we got down here to this very important weekly level, right? My sweetie just said she on her way. This is a very important weekly level, right? So now this weekly level of very important, you know it's going to be a battle right here. These are like the big boys fighting. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Bulls done took this from the Bears. The Bears mad. The Bulls mad. Everybody trying to prove they bad right here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that do support and resistance. You see what I'm saying? If you look back, right? If you look back, look at that. It was resistance over here. Right? This was resistance. We tried it. We failed. We broke the resistance, right? We broke resistance. We came back, tested, got back through, came back, tested, got back through. The support and resistance people like, oh, that's strong resistance because we done tried it once, twice, right? And then when we got to it the third time, look what happened again. We bounced off of it again. You see what I'm saying? So it's like we done sold all the way down to a weekly support. I said resist. I'm sorry. So we support it, and we back to a weekly support, right? So we had a weekly support, and then now you're dropping down to a 3-minute area trying to short a weekly support. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
so it's like now it's like shorting at this point in the game on a Friday afternoon at that. I wouldn't have been thinking about trying to short it until it came at least back up to here, so that I know the Bears would need to back up and get a little running room to run back at that support again. Like right here at this support, this ain't the time to be trying to think about going short on a Friday with this much bullish momentum behind the week. You feel what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So
Well,
you can trade in the afternoon, but you got to know the overall narrative first.
okay, and I was about to say, would you have wanted to see that happen earlier, more like right after lunch then?
Yeah, like if you that's what I was saying. Like if you was gonna trade the afternoon to the short side, that's what I was saying when I was over here. Like you want to see it come down and like you know what I'm saying, just say 12 o'clock right here. This 12 o'clock we start going in, right? So you would want to see either this high right here or this high right here be taken out before 2 o'clock. You see what I'm saying? You want to see the market come up, boom, take it out before 2 o'clock, and then you be like, okay, it's going to continue to move down. You see what I'm saying? But if it just bleed down like this right here, nah, leave it long. Leave it long, or it just walk away, especially on a Friday. So that's why I say the first thing you got to remember about anybody's strategy, not just ICT, is not going to be there every day. We can look at these charts and make it be there anytime we want to, but it's not going to be there every day. We need to let the market tell us it's time to go. And looking at this today, it was not saying, you know what I'm saying, I would try to short after 2 o'clock. Ain't nothing about, yeah, you probably could have called a quick scalp in here, but that's not the way I trade. You see, after 2 o'clock, it ain't do nothing but consolidate and then start coming back up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's what I was saying. I kind of see like where that right where the line is. You see where it kind of only thing it really didn't do, I guess, is come back up and take out the swing high.
Okay,
But
let me stop you right there. You're forcing it.
yeah,
You know, you see how when you said it you're forcing it. The market is going to show it to you unequivocally. The market is just going to be like, it's going to be like Jesus opened up the doors to heaven and just pulled it out to you. It's going to be like, oh, I got it. You feel me? It's like, don't try to force it. I know, you know what I'm saying? When I first started trading, I wanted to like trade every single day. I was trying to force my trade every single day. If you sit on your hands, like how my week went, I traded 2 times this week. The first trade I took was Wednesday. The first trade I took was Wednesday. I got into a SPX call for the same day mistakenly. I was trying to get a SPY for the end of the week, and I was looking at the SPX. I was rushing because I saw the setup coming, hit fire on my platform to get into my calls. I'm like, man, that was kind of expensive, but I'm going to roll with it. And then come to find out it was SPX for the same day. So when it started going against me a little bit, I didn't realize it was the SPX. And the SPX, you know what I'm saying, it's for the same day. So the theta gonna start killing the premium. Yeah. And so I'm like, man, why this premium not going up when the market's still going up? That's when I realized I'm in the wrong thing. Boom, got my head cracked wide open, right? My setup came around again. Yep, well, it wasn't my setup. I saw my setup about to come, but I took a momentum trade, right? Boom, took it, rolled it back up to the upside, right? Now I got my head bust Wednesday, Thursday. I got a successful trade. It went. I didn't even try to force more out of it. I just traded to make 50%. I was doing 50% of that trade. I could have said, "Oh yeah, I want to go for 100." Nah, I wanted a trade to hit 50%. When that trade hit 50%, Now my portfolio up 11% on the week. My entire portfolio up 11%. So I'm happy with that. I didn't trade at all today. You see what I'm saying? Like, but when I first started trading, I was trying to trade every single day. But I know it's gonna be hard sometime to just sit back, like, especially if it's running, if it's moving, right? I be seeing shout out 100, shout out red, shout out stacks. I be seeing people get on here every day saying, oh man, I hit 400%. Oh man, I hit 75%. I hit this right here. And I be like, I ain't took nail trade today because I ain't see my setup. You see what I'm saying? I didn't see my setup, and I done got to the point where I don't force my setup. If the market don't give it to you on a platter, don't go out there hunting for it. You know what I'm saying? We snipers. We don't hunt. We lay in one spot and wait for our target to come in our view. Don't go out there chasing nothing. Lay in your spot. When your target get in your scopes, pull the trigger.
I got you. Yeah, I got it. And then that's what I was gonna say too. I think I need to stay out these lower time frames.
And then again, ain't nothing wrong with the lower time frames, but remember, always get your confirmation on the higher time frames first. Just like I was saying about today, right? Y'all, every day I'll be like, I'm looking for a closure above or below this right here, right? Once I get that closure above or below that area, that's when I start dropping to the lower time frames looking for my setup, because I already got it marked out where I want it to go. And when it give me the closure or the above or below, okay, now when I drop to my lower time frames, I drop to a 5 minute, boom, I go to 5 minute, the line's still there. So I know where I'm watching. You see what I'm saying? I know where I'm watching. I know I done got an hourly closure below this right here. So that fair value gap right there, that has just now become a very good setup, because I'm ignoring this one right here, because when we got this breaking structure right there, we blew past it, right? When we made this fair value gap right here, we didn't even try to get back up to it because we was gunning for this sell side liquidity here. Once we broke, that's when we got that close below that sell side liquidity there where I had just marked it at, this fair value gap right here, we traded right back up into it. Like this right here was a true fair value gap, because that's what algos wanted to go back to. Why did they want to go back to? Because they had 39 area at 3980 in their program. They was remembering that 3980. They weren't paying attention. They weren't paying attention to this 3986. They was paying attention to that 3980 because that's what was in their program. Because they traded back up to that area and then slid down. You see what I'm saying?
But then my question is, look at that time period. What time?
5 minute right here?
No, what time is that?
This 5 minute.
What time did it?
Oh, right here?
Yeah, don't he tell us don't trade? Oh, that's 12.
See, dig it now. Everything, like you got to have. It's like you got to have your rules right. Don't worry about what ICT said.
Yeah,
worry about
lunch because he said don't trade lunch.
Yeah, worry about what works for you. Go back and do your. I don't trade during lunch because a lot of time the lunchtime don't have the volume that I need to push to the targets that I want. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It like a lot of time the lunchtime volume don't have the push that I need. But if you go back and look, it be some fantastic moves happen during lunch. You see what I'm saying? They not as common as during the morning session and the PM session. But the reason why ICT say don't try to use his strategies during that time, because his strategies are based off what the algorithms are doing. You see what I'm saying? And the algorithms are more active during the AM session from like 9:30 until like 11:30ish, and then they come back active again in the afternoon time, like from like 2 o'clock on. You see what I'm saying? Cause the moves start happening more precise, and it'd be like bigger moves because the algos trade in big numbers, right? But you got to figure out, like, This is the best thing I can say for you, cuz don't get so caught up on what he say. Learn the strategy, right? Pick your time, like in your trading strategy, set your time for trading, right? If your time for trading is going to be the AM session and you don't get a trade, don't trade in the PM, right? Pick your time you're going to trade. If your strategy say I can take a trade in the AM, I can take a trade in the PM, right? Do that, but don't force it. Don't force it just because you didn't get a trade in the AM. You know what I'm saying? What I recommend for you, right, is only trade the New York AM if you want to day trade, if you want to trade futures. Only trade the New York AM and only take A plus setups. Only take A plus setups where it's the narrative is that the market is either bullish or bearish. The bias is matching the narrative, right? And then the setup, everything line up. If you're gonna trade breakers, trade breakers. If you're gonna trade fair value gaps, trade fair value gaps. So if you got a fair value gap that meet up with a breaking structure in the discount, of the leg, and the narrative and the bias match up, that's an A plus setup. You see what I'm saying? You're not gonna have a trade every single day, and some weeks you may have a trade every single day, but only trade in the AM and only trade A plus setups. And I promise you, it's like it'll be less stressful and you'll be more profitable because you're gonna start taking less trades and you're not gonna be hunting all the time. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But it's gonna take some discipline to sit it out and watch 100 and watch stacks and watch red and all these people saying, oh, I scalp for a quick 10 points. Oh, I scalp for I got 50% on Tesla today. It's gonna be hard to sit back and watch that, but it's like you got to trade your book. You can't trade ICT book. You can't trade my book. You can't trade Stacks book. You got to trade your book. And the first thing you got to do is get out your own way. I'm telling you, you sound just like me when I first started trading. When you was like, but look, it kind of, you're making excuses. I already told you. I already told you 12 times. I don't see nothing in the afternoon that make me want to short it. And you was like, but look, see, I was looking. You sound like Christopher, my son Christopher. Every time I try to tell him something, he got a rebuttal. You feel? He just like me when I was a kid. He always got a rebuttal. My mom be like, the fruit don't fall far from the tree, do it. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's like you just gotta come up with your plan. You got to come up with your strategy, and you can only do it for you. Like, that's my recommendation. You ain't even got to take my recommendation. You got to figure out what worked for you. Go back through this. This my advice, man. Don't take no live trades. Go back through in the evening. Like after the market close, and go back through the playback on Ninja Trader and trade the morning session. Only the morning session. Just go back as far back it'll let you download, and just go back through trading every morning session. Do it through at nighttime, and then figure out the trade that you wanna, your one trade you wanna look for, right? And while you're going back through it, journal it so you'll see how many times that trade showed up. You know what I'm saying? So you'll get in your mind of expectations of, you know what I'm saying, how many times a week you should be expecting to take a trade. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that it's gonna hit those numbers every week, because like I say, sometimes you might get an A plus setup every day. And then some weeks you may not get an A plus setup at all that week. But you just got to understand that it's a part of trade, and you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
I got you. Well, I ain't gonna hold you up too much longer, Unc. I'm gonna let you get back to your people.
Oh man, I'm here, man. I ain't even gonna talk about no price action. We done had us a full-blown one-on-one, and I know this helps somebody. I'm just gonna go through the chat and act a fool. But I appreciate you for pulling them. I appreciate you to having the courage to, you know what I'm saying, get on the stage and ask these questions, cause believe it or not, it's another cousin out there that needed to hear that. I see somebody on Instagram said they needed to hear that. Been there. What do you say? Oh yeah, he got some expletives in there, if that's a word. Okay then. I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna go. Let me see what's up in the chat. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be getting this right here for Boogie. Let me get this right here for Boogie. Where you at, Boogie? You say what? You say, Boogie? You want to know what? What Boogie want to know? Let me read Boogie question real quick. But what Boogie said? Boogie say, what's Lil Timmy Rogers? What's up, Lil Timmy Rogers? I know you ain't got no crystal ball, but show me what you see for next week on the daily real quick. Oh, crystal ball. Oh, crystal ball. What will the daily week of Spotly bring for us next week? Week. With NASDAQ spelled wrong. Shout out Boogie the Trader, man. I ain't seen Boogie in a minute. Boogie still ain't got no shirt on. Boogie, I'm telling you like this, Boogie. When you pulled up and was talking to us, Boogie, you ain't look this strong sitting in your car. You look like you had been eating some rallies, some crystals, or some checkers. You had been eating something. You ain't look that strong, Boogie. I don't think that's you. I think you out here catfishing these people. Red say, I told my wife I'm retired. She said the devil is a lie. Hey, what's up? Oh, that's my mama in here. What's up, mama? Hey, baby. Hey, how you doing? What's up, Trevor? You ain't never late, man. Tim, I got here late, but I'm up 50% on XLK 2023s. Oh, you learned something from me? Oh, man, I ain't no teacher, but I appreciate that, man. He say he learned something from me and ICT. Y'all clap it up for Cool It in the chat, man. Cool It up 50% on his XLK 2023s. Yeah, man. Let's go, Cool It. He say he learned something from me. I don't know what he could have learned from me. I'm just a dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I use the higher time frame to see the big picture, direction, trend, use the lower time. Boom! That's it right there. All the cousins saying the same thing. I just said the same thing, Stacks. There you go right there, DeAndre. They go another cousin help you out saying the exact same thing. Use the higher time frames to get the big picture. And once you get the big picture, I like to mark it out because I'm an old man. I can't remember where it's going back to. I put the lines there. So I know, okay, if it come back to this line, I'm a fire. I'm a fire. Matter of fact, peep this right here. One of my old names for my lines, my templates, right there. You see that liquidity run reversal fire, that LRR fire? That's how I knew I'm a fire when the price get back there. That's how I used to mark it. But now I just mark it with my liquidity lines and I mark my fair value gaps. That's how I do it. Y'all just chopping it up in the chat. I appreciate y'all chopping it up in the chat. I saw somebody ask me something about ZB. I saw something about ZB. I can't find the comment right now. Journal why you lost the trade. Yeah, that's a gem for everybody. I'm gonna put that on the screen so people can see that right there. Oh, there it is right there. Do you trade ZB or just ES? I used to trade ZB. When I took Jay the Trader course, it was called Bond Mastery. So that was like the main instrument that he taught in the course. And I used to trade ZB, but ZB is like too slow for me, man. My ADD won't let me sit there and watch it like that. So then I started trading ES. And the reason why I started trading ES was because I'm primarily an options trader and I trade SPY options, you know what I'm saying, or SPX options. And the ES and the SPY and the SPX, they move in tandem. So that's why I sell it on the ES. And plus the NQ, it moves a little too fast. It's too sporadic for me. I don't like how the NQ move. Are you saying, Al Gore? Al Gore's internet. Yeah, I get on Al Gore. I get that from Kev on stage. Kev on stage, I'll be talking some Al. He used to be saying Al Gore's internet all the time. So that's why I always say that, Al Gore's internet. You break the market down in my lane. I appreciate that, man. I just shared the way Lil Timmy Rogers hid in his head, and I appreciate the fact that I'm I'm able to help another cousin, man. Let's peek at Spylean real quick before we get out of here, man. I will peek at Spylean real quick before we get out of here, just to see where we at, see what we have done. Looking at Spylean, I appreciate this. Y'all know this morning I said I didn't want to keep blasting off, right? This morning I said I want us to I'll take us getting up to the top of this gap down, but I really wanted us to come back down, you know what I'm saying? Come back down here, right? I really wanted us to come back down here, and we did. We came back down here and we tested this area. We tested that I think it was 393.16. Yes, 393.16. We came back down and we tested that 393.16, and then we started pushing back up, and we closed at 395.09, right? So we came down and test that breaking structure, and then we went back up and closed above it. You see what I'm saying? So I like that price action. This is good price action. If we would have came and blast off up there, y'all already know, I feel like we would have been stretching the rubber band out too far, too fast. I like the fact that we cooled off like this right here, right? That's a good thing that we cooled off like this. Now, I will take next week us just like consolidating in between this gap down and this breaking structure. I would love if we could just stay in that range, you know what I'm saying, and cool off a little bit more and then close the week, you know what I'm saying, just slightly higher over here. I would love if we could just cool off for a couple days, you know what I'm saying, in this range here. Just do like how we went sideways over here. I would love if we went sideways right here, you know what I'm saying, duck down a little bit and kiss my potential breaker here and then pushed up. Because the market can cool off in a couple ways. It can cool off by pulling back, and it can cool off by consolidating. You see what I'm saying? Just like over here, the market ran up too far, too fast, and then we cooled off by consolidating. And then we dropped it like it's hard. You see what I'm saying? But now right now, we bullish. So let's cool off, right? And then take off and get back up here above this consolidation. You see what I'm saying? That's what I want. Next week, I don't want nothing like super active out of Spylean. I don't even care about getting to the top of this fair value gap right here that we have marked out the other day that I took off. This fair value gap right here. Right? I don't even care nothing about getting all the way to the top of that. If we get up there, I'm cool with it. But I really want the market to cool off a little bit right now. I really want to cool it because we've been running. We have made from the low to the high, you know what I'm saying? That's 7.8%. That's all we done made almost an 8% run from low to the high. You see what I'm saying? From the 14th up until now. That's what, like a week and a half? That's matter of fact, that's only 6 days. 7 days. 5, 6, 7 days. That's only 7 days of trading. So in 7 days of trading, we done rallied. You know what I'm saying? Like we done from the low to the high, 8%. Just say 8%. Right? We stretching that rubber band. I know we done got all accustomed to these big, wild moves. You know what I'm saying? But let's cool off a little bit. Let's cool off a little bit. And then if it don't want to give me the cool off, you know what I'm saying? I'll take it, you know what I'm saying, pushing up a little bit more. Or I take it coming back down, hitting this potential breaker right here, then pushing back up. I definitely don't want to get all the way back down here to this gap up right here. If we get, I mean, we can get all the way down there because, like I said, the Bulls, now that the Bulls done stamped their name in the game right here, now that the Bulls done stamped this right here and confirmed this as a higher low, they can get lazy and it can come all the way back down to this gap down and still be bullish. It can, matter of fact, it come all the way down. It can stay anywhere above 371.04 and still be bullish momentum. But I really don't want that because if we lose this, if the Bulls lose this area, this 393.16 area, and we start dropping down too far below that, the Bears gonna come out in droves. because they gonna look at this as, you know what I'm saying, a failure to retest. You see what I'm saying? They're going to look at this as a failure to retest. Coming back to retest it and it fail and go through, they're going to look at that as a failure to retest. And the next stop probably going to be all the way down here, either at this gap up or at this low right here. If we get a failure to retest on the daily level. If we get a closure below this area right here, a strong closure below this area right here, the bears probably gonna come out in droves. If we come down, poke through, and then poke right back down, but if we get a closure down and then another closure down, oh, the bears coming out. The bears coming out. You know what I'm saying? But if we just get a little peekaboo, come down here, close, come down, get back up, open, yeah, they'll be okay. But if we close, oh yeah, they coming out. They coming out in droves. They coming out in droves. But yeah, man, this right here, this is like this is an important area now. This is an important area now. Just like how, remember how the middle of the road was a very important area right here. This right here is an important area now. This 393.16. This 393.16, just say 393, close enough for government work. Let's use a round number. 393 is a very important number now. That's a very important number now. So we probably gonna see some battling around that. The Bulls might fake us out and come out there and push this thing next week. They may have juice. The Bull, who was leading today? What sectors was leading today? Because I didn't watch the market. What you mean page not found? Stop playing with me, internet. Am I still connected? Can y'all still hear me? Okay. XLU was leading the day. That makes sense. Because we went down, baby. Yo Street in the Range Rover. Boom, boom, boom. Ready to let it go. Yeah. XLP was slightly up. XLRE was slightly up. So when we, let's look at this. S&P. And it. 500 sector weights, right? So we had XLU, we had utilities, which is only 2.6% of the market, right? So we had utilities, that's only 2.6% of the market, was only up 1% on the day. So you got a part of the market this big, like that little, if you can see that hole right there, you got a part of the market that's that little, right, leading the way. So which direction you think the market gonna go? Down, baby. Yo Street in a Range Rover, right? Tech, which is the biggest sector, right? Tech, which is the biggest sector, right? 28%. Was down a little bit more than the smallest sector was up, right? So that off rip, that's going to pull the market down. Communication services, right? Communication services, which is almost 10%, was down double, right? Was down double of what the smallest sector that was trying to lead in. So what you think the market gonna do? Down, baby. Yo Street in the Range Rover. You see what I'm saying? So let's see what the bonds did, because I'm looking at the sectors, right? I'm looking at the sectors and how much XLC was down, how much XLK was down, and the leaders were only up like this right here. Let's see what the bonds did. They must have moved money into bonds. They had to move money into bonds. Let me see. Go to 1 day. Yep. Look at that. Look at the bonds. Yesterday and today. The bonds ran with us yesterday, but look at the bonds. The bonds went all the way up here. The bonds made a massive move today. Right? They opened up at 140.25 and they went as high as 142.37. That's a 2-point move in the bonds in 1 day. That's a 2-point move in the bonds in one day. Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, man. The way these sectors looking with these big boys, like something else should have been like screaming if these big boys were dropping off like that right there. But they was moving some money into the bonds over here. That's where the money was going today. Yeah. So let's see how the Bulls play out next week, man. Let's see how. That's why we came down today. That's why we was falling, cause the money that was being spent in equities was going into the areas that's not gonna move the entire market, right? Not gonna move the entire market. Cause this morning Tesla was doing a little something this morning, but let's see how it played out. See this morning it blasted off and then it sold off and came back down, right? Because Tesla had a mean run yesterday off the earnings, had a mean earnings run, you know what I'm saying? Got that pop this morning, right? And then came back down and cooled off in the afternoon, right? So it was some opportunities to go long on individual stocks in the morning, but as the market as a whole, nah, today was a chill day. I chose to chill on the right day. I could feel it in the air. Shout out Beanie Siegel. I could feel it in the air. Oh, somebody said what? Somebody say, why you say potential breaker for the purple? Is it only a breaker if it holds and not closes below, but not a breaker if it closes? Yes. Yeah, everything is, Michelle Tucker, everything is potential in my mind. Everything is potential until it happens, right? I mark out areas, right? Like, it'll be a potential fair value gap. It'll be a potential break. The only thing that's not potential are gap ups and gap downs. It's a clear, that's it. It's, what's up, Stock Baby? Hey, Stock Baby, pull up on YouTube, man. Pull up on YouTube and get on and say something to the people, man. Pull up on YouTube, youtube.com/thenewTLR, and I'm going to put the link in the chat and just pull up and say, what's happening, Freedom Family? Yo, come on, man. Pull up, Stock Baby. Pull up on YouTube. If you don't pull up, I'm going to text you all night long for not pulling up. I'll just keep texting you. And I just woke up from a nap. So you already know I ain't sleeping no time soon. You feel me? But, yo, everything is on potential until it happens. The reason why I say potential is because it's all about the highest probability for me. You know what I'm saying? It's all about that. Somebody let me know when they see Stock Baby. Stock Baby, when you pull in, put something in the chat. Let me put the link back down there again. I'll put the link in the chat again. When you pull up, Stock Baby, just click on the link and pull up. Right? The reason why I say it's potential is because everything is the highest probability, right? So everything I mark out is the highest probability of what I'm thinking the algo's trying to do. Where I'm thinking the algo's trying to get to, right? So I mark out areas of interest, right? And then I just trust the process when it get there. If I realize, oh, it's going against me, that's why I got my risk management. Okay, boom, I was wrong. Let's get out. Let's get out and regroup. That's why I say everything is potential. You always hear me say this potential that, this potential this, right? So based off of what I've learned, right? This area right here has the potential to be a breaker, right? Because based off of what I learned, we made a low, right? We came up here, we handled some liquidity business. We made a low, we made a high, we made a lower low, we made a higher high. Right? So you come to the high in the middle. This is the high in the middle. No matter what color the candle is, that right there has the makings of being a breaker, right? If it comes back and this candle fails, like I like to use the meat of the candle, but the actual breaker has that much room to play, right? So if this fails and we close outside of this breaker, we close outside this daily breaker and keep running, then that breaker failed. That's why I say a potential breaker. You see what I'm saying? So if I take a swing based off of this breaker right here and say I get in when it touched the top of the breaker, right? If I get a daily closure below the bottom of this breaker right here, it's gonna be time for me to go. Even if it hit here and reverse and go, that's my risk. It's gonna be time for me to go, right? And then if you want to give it more room and say, okay, I'm gonna give it to the bottom of this swing low. If we get to this swing low right here, well, those equal lows. So if we get down here to this gap down, I'm gone. Or you may have a lot of risk and say, if we break this swing low right here, I'm gone. But me playing off of this breaker right here, if we get below, because I'm gonna swing something when I get here, because that's my plan, right? If we get to this breaker right here, and I get me, just say I get a 6 month call, or I get a year out call, or whatever I get, right? If we get a closure at the bottom of this breaker right here, I'm gone. And then I'll just get back in later. After I regroup, I may start looking at this gap down as an entry. You know what I'm saying? Or I might just wait to see how it play out, to see if we break this low and keep heading down. You see what I'm saying? But for right now, that's why I say it's a potential breaker, because everything is potential until it play out. Did Stock Baby ever pull up? I'm texting him. I'm texting him all night long. I ain't gonna stop texting him. I ain't gonna stop texting him. Let me see what else we got. Yeah, that's why I say I take ranging. I take ranging. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said. That's why I was like, I take ranging. I want, because this is a very important area right here. I'll take ranging. I'll take range. Ain't no problem, Michelle. Hopefully I was able to explain it without confusing nobody. I've been on here over an hour, man, and Stock Baby ain't pull up. I'm about to text him right now and say, why you ain't pull up? What's up, Charles Coney? Shout out Charles Coney, man. If y'all ain't tapped into Charles Coney, you need to. Be dropping gems out the gym. I don't see nothing else in the chat, man. I appreciate Boogie for the super chat. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. I don't see nothing else. I know we ain't do a whole lot of talk about price, but I feel like it was more valuable just to sit down and talk to the cousin about trying to figure out this AM PM thing, because trust me, there's a whole lot of other cousins that was looking at this that had that same question, but everybody just don't want to be on the stage. Everybody ain't comfortable with speaking in front of everybody. So DeAndre, I appreciate you for pulling up, you know what I'm saying, having the courage to pull up and ask these questions on Al Gore's internet in front of all these people. You know what I'm saying? Ask these questions in front of all these people. So it's like, hopefully somebody got something out of it. Do me a favor and hit the like button. Do me a favor, share this with a cousin. You know what I'm saying? Especially these ones when I'm sitting down talking to people like this right here. Share these with a cousin, man, and tell them, be like, hey, man, run this back. You know what I'm saying? Look, give them the time frame. Look at this time frame right here. You know what I'm saying? I think you'll get something out of this. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to beat up for everybody. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? And if you notice, when I was talking to him, it wasn't about, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to show no magic wand. It wasn't about trying to show no perfect setup. It wasn't about that. It was all about, you know what I'm saying, understand what's going to work for you. It's all about the mindset. That's what I try to focus on. That's it, man. We all had to learn that. We all had to learn that, man. That mindset is key. I appreciate that, Gabriel. How do you pronounce A's? Is it Gabriel? Yeah, it's I think. Gabriel. Hey, y'all ever seen the video with Kev on stage talking some, do you sound British or American? And they be saying the different words, and his old silly behind be saying it like he British. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all. I'm finna get out of here. I've been on here for over an hour now. Again, hit the like button, hit the share button, share this with a cousin. We trying to get this information out there for the free 99. I feel like this was a good one because I got a chance to chop it up with a cousin. More like a nephew, because I'm 50 and I'm pretty sure DeAndre is younger than my nephew DeAndre. So more like a nephew. So y'all be good, man. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Give your brain a break. Set aside, you know what I'm saying, a couple hours on the weekend to study, but give your brain a break and enjoy your family, man. I'll see y'all Monday morning for the overnight price action. Appreciate it, man. Gone.